Morning Year 4, here is your maths lesson for Friday the 20th of November, carrying on with our multiplication and division unit. And after we built the 9 times table yesterday, today we are learning to recall and use multiplication facts for the 9 times table. Okay, we're going to start off this morning by asking you to draw and show me a multiplication fact from the 9 times table. You should be pretty good at this by now because we did the same with the 6 times table, but hopefully you can draw some images to show a 9 times table multiplication fact. I'm doing one here just to show you now. I'm showing you 6 times 9. There are 9 circles or parts to my Lego piece, and I'm showing you 6 of them. So I would then draw that into my exercise book, or you can draw your own. And then the table's 6 times 9 equals, I just need to make sure I get 6 times 9 right, 54. And then showing me those other facts. 9 times 6 equals 54. 54 divided by 6 is 9, and 54 divided by 9 is 6. Can you please show me a one way and another and another? So pause the video here and show me a few ways where you can draw a 9 times table fact and then show me the fact families for it. Off you go. Brilliant, well done for having a go at that. We're going to move on now to what multiplication means. So we did this very similarly when we looked at our 6 times table. What other words mean the same as multiply? Well done if you remember things like times, groups of, multiplied, or the word just multiply. And remember that we will then be using the inverse of multiplication tomorrow. Do you remember what the inverse is? Excellent, yep, it's division. So you should be able to explain that when you do your fact families, you can move those numbers around, they're interchangeable to get your 4 fact families. Okay, my 100 square today. Let's remind ourselves of how we build our 9 times table. So I'm going to start with my yellow. 1 times 9 is 9. Because I know 1 times 9, I know 2 times 9 because I double. So I'm going to double 9 and get to my 18, so this is still in my yellow counters. Because I know 2 times 9, or if I know 2 times 9, then I know 4 times 9 because I'm still doubling. So I'm going to double 18, so 2 8s are 16, and then 2 10s are 20. Add them together, we get our 36. Wonder if you can see a pattern already emerging here. Next one, if I know 4 times 9 is 36, I know 8 times 9, again because of the rule of doubling. So if I double 6, it gives me 12. So I know my 2 is going to be in my 1s, double my 30 is 60, and then add on that other 10 of 72. Excellent, well done if you kept up till now. Then what else do I know? So I'm going to go straight to my 10 times table. 10 times 9 is 90. I'm going to pop that in my green counter. And if I know 10 times 9, I know 5 times 9 because I'm using that halving technique. I'm going to pop that on 45. Excellent. Okay, I'm then going to use a different color again. If I know 1 times 9 is 9 and 2 times 9 is 18, I know 3 times 9 because I add them together. I'm going to pop that in a different color. And you should definitely be able to see this pattern emerging now. If I know 3 times, then I know 6 times and I can double. So I can double 7, add 7 is 14, and double 2, add 2, or 20, add 20 is 40, and add the next one along. Brilliant. I might run into trouble now because my grid only goes up to 100, but I'm guessing that we can just show where it would go below. So if I know 6 times 9, I know 12 times 9, so I can double that answer. So 4 add 4, or 4 doubled is 8. 50 add 50, or double 50 is 100. So I'm looking at 108. So actually, I would be along after my next row, and I would be below the 8. So my 108 would be about there. And thankfully, that's the only number that will be off of the screen. Okay, so now I've done those ones. The next one I want to do is my 0. 0 lots of 9, I can do in my 4th colour. 0 lots of 9, no 9s would be 0, and that would go here. Then I need to do my pesky numbers, which are my 7, my 9, and my 11. And remember, we can just use our multiplication fact from 54 and add 9. And if we added 9, we get to 63, and you can definitely see this diagonal pattern. And I'm going to pop that one there because I think that's where it's going to go from the pattern, but I'm going to check. So I'm going to go to 72, which is my 8 times 9, and I'm going to add on 9. And yes, that one's correct. Then finally, I finish off with my 11 times 9, and I can move that to 9 times 9. I can check that because if I know 10 times 9, I know 11 times 9 because I add one more 9 on. Fantastic. Hopefully you can see that pattern and you can see the colours that we've used again. Can I therefore ask you to calculate these into your books then, please? Can you do them as quickly as possibly, as accurately as possible? Off you go. Again, pause the video here if you need to. Okay, fantastic. Let's go through these answers then. So I've got 9 times 6 first of all. 9 times 6 is 54. So give yourself a tick if you got that one correct. Next one down, 9 times 7 is 63. And that's one of my pesky numbers. 8 times 9 is 72. And that's one of our doubling answers. Oh, that's a very funny two. Because I did 1, 2, 4, and 8. And my last one is something equals 12 times 9. And that was on my other doubling one where I worked out 3, 6, and then 12. And I remember that answer is 108. So well done if you got those right, and make sure you give them a tick if you did. Okay, our problem solving section. Complete the sentences to describe the oranges. There are something lots of 9, there are something 9s, 4 times something equals something. Now, if we use our detective skills, we can actually work out that they've given us the answer there, but we can in fact count the rows. 1 row, 2, 3, so there are 4 rows here, and let's just check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9 in each. There are 4 lots of 9, there are 4 9s. 4 times 9 equals what? So if we counted up all the oranges or did our multiplication, 4 times 9 is 36. Okay, this fact family down here. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And there are 5 rows this time. I'm going to ask you to pause the video here and to have a go at the fact family for 5 groups of 9s and see if you can do all 4 facts. Excellent, well done if you've had a go at that. Let's just see if you got the right answer. So 5 times 9 and 9 times 5. And if we added up all of those blocks or did our 5 times table or 9 times table as we're working on, 5 times 9 is 45. And the same answer here. And then we'd use that for our division facts. 45 divided by 5 is 9. And 45 divided by 9 is 5. Excellent. Okay, next part. Emmett thinks that 9 times 9 is 89. Do you agree? Explain how you know. So I'm going to let you pause the video again here. Do you agree that 9 times 9 is 89? Okay, hopefully you didn't agree, but it's more the reasoning of why you don't agree. So what could some of our reasonings be? Some of us could have said, I know 9 times 10 is 90. So it's using these facts that I know. 9 times 10 or 10 times 9, I know that is 90. And therefore, to do 9 times 9, we're taking one lot of 9 away, and 90 take away 9 is not going to be 89 because we had to minus that 9. Some of you might have told me, obviously because of that pesky number, that you went up from 8. So you might have told me that 8 times 9, 72, and you added 9 from there. And even without properly working it out, we know that 72 add 9 is not going to be 89 because the ones column doesn't match. Well done if you came up with a similar answer. Okay, for your activity today, you're going to have your do it, your go deep, and go deeper again. Your do it is just like we did when we practiced a few screens ago, having a go at answering those 9 times table questions. And then your go deep today. There's a problem solving activity. It says Amir and Whitney both received some sweets. Amir says, I have more sweets because I have more rows, but Whitney says, I have more sweets because I have more in each row. The question is asking you who has more sweets, but it's really important to explain your reasoning. Can you show it in the different ways with the if I know, then I know statements and how you worked them out? But you're going to have to count the rows down and the rows along for each. Excellent. Okay. Last but not least, we tried this one last week, and I'm just going to pop those rows in slightly darker. So it's asking us to use our row and our column at the top and at the side, and to match our multiplication in. So this one quite here is quite nice because it's given us both of our boxes. This one here is asking you what 6 times 7 is, and we will remember that from when we did our 6 times table last week. So you'd pop the answer in there. Now I'm not going to tell you today. This one over here would be in a similar way. It's beneath the 9 and across from the 7. So it's asking you what 7 times 9 is. This one here, however, will need you to use your division facts as well. So we've got 9 times something over here is 108. Now hopefully you've remembered today what that number will be, and that will go into the side over here. Your task is to complete the box today, and then it says how many solutions are there. That means there is probably more than one way that you can solve that problem. Good luck with that, and when you come back for the final few minutes after you pause the video, we will have a go and see where you are on the learning pit today. Okay, I hope you all enjoyed doing that activity today, and we are really looking forward to seeing your photos and your evidence. I'm just going to finish our lesson today with asking where you feel you are on the learning pit today. How do you feel that you can recall and use multiplication facts for the 9 times table? Are you finding it easier using your multiplication facts after we've built it and using those division facts as well? Are you coming out of the learning pit now where we've done these lessons a few times, or are you a little bit in the bottom and still need some help to guide you? Just have a think about that today. You have done fantastically with our maths lessons this week, and I'm really looking forward to one more week sharing my maths videos with you next week. Take care for now and have a great weekend. Bye.